we have reached the part of the podcast where we're going to be talking some NASCAR, and who better than come on then Brandon, a.k.a. Boston Boy 83. Brandon, how you doing today, my man?
Good, my man. How about yourself?
Good. We had some big football news. For those that missed it, you can go back to my YouTube channel. Brandon was on my weekly show, the Etoft21sports Show, where we previewed the AFC East. Jalen Ramsey of the Miami Dolphins went down with a knee injury. It's looking like the guy I know just texted me, said he's done for the year.
I would think so.
Yeah, big blow. Garrett Wilson, he's going to be fine for the beginning of the year, but he went down. Joe Burrow, they're calling him a strain calf. God only knows with him. I mean, he gets beat up a lot. Hopefully he is okay, but we're not here to talk NFL. We're here to talk some NASCAR. And
Richmond.
Excuse me, we're racing Richmond short track. Why don't you tell everyone what you know about Richmond, my friend?
Short track racing. And right now there's a lot of tempers. I mean, you kind of, I don't want to say you have two lines here, but you kind of do. You can run the middle. You can kind of dime in the corner, get a good run off. Tires are going to be a major factor. And I think early on it's going to be whoever can hug the bottom. That track's hard to get into the corner because you're heavy braking, but you got to get off the brake and roll through the middle to carry your momentum off. But with that being said, and it being a short track, tempers are flaring right now. You had Ryan Preece start punching Corey LaJoie in his car at Pocono. You had Larson and Hamlin. Hamlin basically dumped him for the win. Larson's not going to be happy, so I will start with this. I'm going to not touch Hamlin and Larson, who are going to be two front runners for the race, because if they are near each other towards the end and it comes to a win, one's dumping the other or they're both dumping themselves.
Yeah, that's interesting because I was looking at Larson, I was looking at Hamlin, and I was looking at Penn's top 10. And I did the same thing. I didn't want any investment in any of them just because we're at that point of the year where people are getting sick of each other.
Yep.
You're short fused. Someone pisses you off. I'm going to look to do something to you. It's just, you know what I mean? So that's why if there's any bad blood or there could be a chance of a wreckage, I'm going to sit back. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let these people, these racers, do what they do.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I got 4. I'm pretty deep today, dude. I got 4 bets today. How many do you have, my friend?
I got 3 I sat here and did 3. I have 3, possibly a 4th.
All right, so I will, since I have 4, I'll start off. I did Kevin Harvick over William Byron. In 10 career starts, Byron only has 2 top 10s at Richmond. 2 weeks ago at New Hampshire, which runs very similar to this, he finished 24th. Harvick, last 10 races at Richmond, 1 time he's finished outside the top 10. Last 20 races, only 5 times he's finished outside the top 10 at Richmond. Harvick, 6th best average finish here, 7.8 compared to Byron's 14.2. Also, Harvick, last 2 races, has finished 4th, back-to-back top 5s.
Yep.
Flip side, Byron, last 2 races, he has been 18 or lower, I believe. Let me double check that. So I am getting someone that is hot, someone that does insanely well at this track, and I'm getting this at a minus 118 price on One Shop. I am all about this. Sorry, 14th. His last 2 races, 14th and 24. So I got one guy coming in good stats at the track. Another guy struggling, hasn't performed well here. Basically getting a pick and price at the minus 118. I'm going to take Harvick over William Byron.
Well, you shut me up because the second you just said that, I was like, taking Uncle Kev over Byron. Those stats, recent races, can't go wrong with it. I will say the Toyotas have been fast. You had Hamlin win last week. Truex has been on fire. Bell was up front in the Chicago road course race. So I think the Toyotas are the ones to beat right now. So that's why with me fading Hamlin and Larson, I'm going to go Christopher Bell, 7-1. Short track racer, loves short tracks, good, due for a win. Toyota. That's all I got. Bell 7-1.
That's funny because Bell's one of mine, but I found him at 9-1.
Perfect. Even better.
He has the second best average finish of current drivers. Obviously, Barry, who raced here last time, you looked at the last 6 races, he's going to have the best average finish, but he's not in a car. Last 6 races, 5 top 10s, okay, led 4.1% of the laps. Last 6 races, 5 top 10s, and the second best average finish, and I'm getting 9-1 on Bell. 9th best average finish on short tracks, won Martinsville, which is a short track back in 2022. I just kind of feel right now with Larson, Hamlin, Truex, Harvick's last go around, I kind of feel like Bell's just kind of there like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm just kind of here, just having a great season and no one's talking about me. What's up? You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel
he's got to win. He's got to win. He's in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's kind of a little sneaky, a little bit under the radar. I'm getting 9-1 on him, and he has the second best average finish. Hello, this is what I love. I'm in on him.
All right. So, do you mind if I go again since we both had him?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with another Toyota. All of his teammates are in the chase or locked in the playoffs already. Truex locked in, Hamlin locked in, Bell locked in. This man ran very, very good and showed a lot of speed and talent at Pocono. I'm going with Ty Gibbs at 25-1 in a Toyota, improving week by week. And what a better way to cap off a short track win and put every single Toyota at Joe Gibbs into the playoffs. No track history, first year in the Cup, so I have nothing to go off of there. He was great at every track in Xfinity, but I'm watching this kid slowly improve. He had a huge temper in Xfinity and would wreck people, fight people, everything. He's been calm, cool, collected, and you're watching his stats continue to improve every single week. And after Hamlin winning last week, imagine him locking himself in the playoffs at 25-1, and every single Gibbs car will be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be quite a thing, dude. That'd be kind of bad.
And I don't mean to cut you off. Normally, every week he's around the 33-40, even 50-1. And the fact that this week going in at 25-1, other people are seeing the same thing.
I like it. My next one, and this guy's been struggling, but look, I kind of feel when you look at historically how he's done here, I have to get it. And I'm seeing Alex Bowman at 40-1.
Ooh.
So I locked him in. Won here in 2021, finished 8th here last year, ran well in the spring race. He had the 3rd best running position for that whole race. And you just look at his average at short tracks, he does well at short tracks. So I'm getting somebody that's mispriced in the market because, look, let's face it, ever since he just hasn't been right this year, he does well at short tracks. Does he need a win? I'm not really sure. He needs a win to get in.
Yes, he is right now currently 46 points behind the cutoff line.
Yeah, needs a win to get in. I'm pulling it up right now. I just feel that this price at 40-1 is just way too good to pass up for Alex Bowman. I'm locking in Bowman at 40-1.
We locked Bowman in at 40-1 last year, and we pulled the trigger on it, and we got the win. So maybe we do a last year, this year thing at 40-1 with Bowman.
That'd be good. I'd like that a lot.
You're talking about a win to get in. The man's sitting right behind Bowman at minus 56 below the cutoff line. He has not shown a lot of speed, which I will say I don't think Chevy's outside of Larson has shown a lot of speed in general. He has to win to get in. You rarely ever find this man sitting at 14-1. And after the odds you've been reading to me, whatever book you're using, I'm assuming is even higher than this. But Chase Elliott at 14-1. Richmond's not phenomenal for him by any means. But at some point, these guys are going to take a long shot, whether it be pit strategy or something, to somehow pull off a win, block somebody, wreck somebody. There's no way this man goes into the playoffs not in the playoffs. Don't see it happening. And I'm going to keep banking on him every week with these type of odds, 14-1, 12-1, 16-1, every single week until the playoffs start, because the man's got to get in. Yeah. He can't break his leg, perform poorly ever since he's got back, dump Hamlin and get suspended. The only savior he has in this entire season is getting in. So number 9 himself at 14-1 right now.
I like that. I like that a lot. My last one here, going back to the well, did me dirty last week. Give me Almirola, top 10. 2-1.
What is 2-1?
2-1 plus 200.
You were pretty mad about that last week. I just want to say that.
I was pretty mad because I'm here watching the feed, and it looked like he was content with a 12th place finish.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that upset me. Like, you're here, you're racing, you're trying to do as best as you can. It just kind of looked at me as like, hey, you know what? Let's not damage the car. Let's get through the next race.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that pissed me off is like, look, dude, I don't care if you win or lose, but at least fucking try. At least fucking try, dude. 8 top 10 races, last 17 short tracks. Pretty good. Last 6 races here, 3 top 10s. Pretty good. This track runs a lot like New Hampshire, and New Hampshire is just his track. He's just a good short track. He's another guy that needs to win to get in, and he's another guy. This could be his last go around.
Yeah.
Needs to get that win. I will take Almirola top 10 plus 200. So boom, there you have it. You know, I'm on Harvick over Byron at minus 118, Bowman 40-1, Bell 9-1, Almirola top 10 plus 200. Brandon is on Chase at
14-1.
14-1. He has Bell at 7-1. Gibbs at 25-1. Anyone else, or did I miss somebody?
No. So I'm going to add here at the end. You know, every week I normally like to throw out a long shot. I'm going to have 2 that you can sprinkle lightly on. He finished 8th at New Hampshire. He was running very well at Pocono, and he's getting more and more consistent. Bubba Wallace is sitting at 50-1. He's been qualifying in the top 10 week after week after week in qualifying. He hasn't pulled it off. He hasn't been in contention for a win at the end. But if this is a short track race where tempers are already high and there's issues between people, I like him sitting around 50-1. I will also piggy that with Chris Buescher, another guy that's shown a lot of consistency recently, at 60-1. So I don't want to, like, I know I have 3 major picks, 3, but if you are fishing and looking for a possible long shot that you'd like to just dabble with, I would look at Bubba Wallace at 50 and Buescher at 60.
I like those. Brandon, I would like to thank you for coming on, talking some NASCAR. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social media and when your next iRacing event is?
Boston Boy 83 on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. We raced last night, was running in the top 10, got taken out on lap 80 at 200. We will be at Michigan next week, Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So I post the link. You post the link for the broadcast and the Twitch in-car camera and audio. So ready to rebound and maybe just a little bit of payback comes
I'll tell you what, man, you're a bigger guy than me because I would have been livid because that was a dirtball fucking move, dude. I fucking was watching that shit. That guy intentionally took you out, dude. Intentionally took you out. You handled it way more professional than I did because I would have been swearing up a fucking storm to that dude.
I'll tell you, with the car that we had last night and after the first pit stop, adding a pound of tire pressure in the left rear, I was able to get off the corner a lot better, and we were going to easily finish top. I want to say 5, but I'll say 7 because the man that wrecked me and damaged his car finished 9th. So if that tells you anything, we had a top 5. So
yeah.
We'll be back at it next week, and there may not be an intentional wreck, but he's going to see me in the mirror for a few laps before I just go around him.
I like it. I'll make sure to retweet that link and everything. Good luck in your bets, and we'll talk soon, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Good luck, everybody.